I thought we started the game off slow on Friday. I thought we picked up as the game went along, and I thought we played a pretty good third period on Friday night, and we were a little bit loose on our assignments at the end. But I thought we did some good things in the latter half of that game. I thought we started the game off great in the first 8-9 minutes. We didn't give them a shot on net on Saturday, and we're up 1-0, and again, a couple of missed assignments, and all of a sudden we're chasing the game and maybe pressing a little bit too much, and probably wasn't our best executed game that we've played as of late. I thought the effort was still, pretty good, but our execution was, I guess, lacking in the third period and second period, third period, and and the reason why I know that is we were missing a lot of nets, and we weren't capitalizing on some of the plays that we had generated some good opportunities, but we didn't get second opportunities, or we didn't get the puck through to the net. They either blocked a shot or we just flat out missed the net. So, it's one of those weekends you got to, just like any other weekend, whether you win or lose, you got to move on and get better, and that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, you say you prepare mostly the same week to week, but is there a little bit of a different mentality knowing that you're playing St. Cloud and it's the last weekend before break, trying to empty the tank before the guys have a couple weeks off?
I mean, I think our approach in terms of coaches is the same. We've got to get better in certain areas, and we want to see consistency, and we want to see our habits and our details at a high level. And we only have 2 games left before break, but they're coming off a break, and they're going to be ready to go, and we've got to be sharp in our execution, sharp in our detail work, and make sure that we're focused on all those things in all 3 zones, and with and without the puck, just like we talk about every week. It probably sounds like a broken record, but those are the things that we have to focus on.
I mentioned the effort being, from opening night to now pretty consistently there, and now just needing to kind of keep fine-tuning the execution. What are some of the challenges as staff and progress points that you try to look at to kind of see those indicators of the execution and the focus and on the little details starting to really creep up as we enter really the meat of the NCHC schedule, not just this weekend, but then starting next month in the second half?
Well, that's a really good question. For us, in terms of the execution and the detail work, when we're sharp and we're a hard team to play against. We hunt the puck. We're getting our second opportunities. We're blocking shots. We're playing good team defense. The process in which you have to play in order to have success in games is there. When the process is a little bit lacking, then you can tell that we're a little bit discombobulated and we're not playing at a high level. So, those are the things that, at least for us as coaches, we make sure that we're executing those things. And when we're not doing those things, then we're not quite on, and then you leave things to chance. So, for the most part, like you said, the effort's been really good, and we've executed fairly well at times, and at times we haven't executed very well. So we're still a work in progress. We're still an unfinished product, and we've got to get better.
An unfinished product definitely seems to still be special teams after this weekend. What is going to take the power play and penalty kill to the next level to see some more consistent success?
Well, in terms of the penalty kill, I think it's all about making sure you're in the shot lanes and you're blocking shots, and your detail work on the PK is all about stick positioning and clears and things like that. And obviously your goaltender is the best penalty killer. So we've got to be a lot sharper in all those areas on the penalty kill. On the power play, we've got to be a little bit more determined. We got to have more purpose to our execution. We've got to have more purpose to the plays that we're trying to make and not force things. It's not a question of want, I don't think, on either side. I think it's just a question of making sure that we go out with the right mindset in terms of the penalty kill to not give them momentum and gain momentum. And then on the power play, same thing, gain momentum and not give them momentum.
your roster and the depth of your bench seems to be a bright spot. There's lots of guys who can play in and out of the lineup. Do you anticipate that being a positive moving forward as you enter the second half of the season?
Again, I think from week to week, from day to day, we're evaluating our entire roster, and the guys that deserve to play are going to play. And there's been a little bit of a competition with some spots, and I think that'll continue to be the case.
Conference play resumes this weekend with St. Cloud State coming here, a team that you're right there with, and the end of last season in a pretty hotly contested NCHC series, and a lot on the line with conference play. Obviously, I guess what's the mentality of the team going into this week as you try to close out the first half on a strong note?
Yeah, I think exactly what you just said. We want to close out on a strong note, before we go into winter break. Not the weekend we wanted to have last weekend, so it's another chance for us to grow as a team, focus more on our approach, our daily habits, and ultimately getting better. So I think you said it best. We want to close out on the right foot and obviously lead into winter break with a couple wins. So we're excited for that chance.
Where was the frustration level after this weekend?
I think everyone's frustrated. I mean, we went there to win 2 games, and we came back without a single win. So, like I said, it's an opportunity for us to grow as a group, and that's the way we're looking at it. It's in the past. There's nothing we can do about it now, but, it gave us the opportunity to look in the mirror, and everyone can ask themselves, what can we do to help this hockey team win games?
Your team seems to have all the right pieces and has had past success. Where do you think the disconnect is recently?
I think I answered that in the last question, kind of, guys kind of got to look in the mirror and ask where they've, what they haven't been doing to help this team win hockey games. And I think everyone, can find another level to go to. And I think if we get to that next level, we're going to be just fine.
For you personally, not seeing a whole lot of success on the score sheet recently, and then your team walking away this weekend without a win, what is it going to take to get over that hump, to get scoring for you personally and then some wins? Yeah,
probably not focus on scoring. I think that's the best way to go about that. And usually when you focus on those kind of things, it just prolongs it even more. So for me, just, same focus as everybody else, focus on the details, focus on, the other aspects of the game that, will probably end up leading on the score sheet. So that's probably the best way to go about it.
For you and the other veterans, do you guys have a chip on your shoulder, considering the last time you guys met, you were really close to beating St. Cloud and making it through the conference tournament?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably always in the back of our mind, I think, we were right there in that series last year, but at the same time, it's a new season. They have a new team, we have a new team, and, we're excited to play against them again for sure, but, you can't live in the past. You got to move on from it.